niece the other day and she asked me if I knew how to make hand sanitizer. And I thought to myself, I actually do. I had looked into the process of making hand sanitizer during the pandemic. And although we're not currently at the height of a pandemic, knowing how to make your own hand sanitizer may be useful if you find yourself in a circumstance or a situation where hand sanitizer becomes scarce. Please note that the FDA, the CDC, and the World Health Organization don't normally advise consumers to make their own hand sanitizer. This is because of strict formulation, manufacturing and production processes, and overall safety and storage concerns. However, you can still find the recipe for hand sanitizer on the World Health Organization website, which I've also posted in the description box below. This information was printed and publicized for consumers who may find themselves in a situation where they are in the need of hand sanitizer but are unable to purchase it. All products made in this video will be made for my personal use. I'm emphasizing that phrase personal use because you need approval by the FDA in order to sell hand sanitizer. I say again, hand sanitizers are regulated by the Food and Drug Administration, and you need approval and you need to be registered with the FDA before you can sell hand sanitizer. A link to that information will also be posted in the description box below. Now that I've got that disclaimer out of the way, I'm going to share with you 2 recipes that were published by the World Health Organization. Hand sanitizers are comprised of 3 basic ingredients: alcohol, an emollient, and water. Per the CDC, in order for hand sanitizer to be effective, it must be comprised of at least 60% alcohol. Alcohols can be very drying to the skin, therefore an emollient is introduced to help counter that drying effect. So let's begin with the first recipe. The first recipe is comprised of 4 ingredients: isopropyl alcohol, distilled water, glycerol, and hydrogen peroxide. Glycerol is the pure form. It's different from glycerin because glycerin may be 96% glycerol and 4% an additive or other ingredient. For some of you eagle-eyed viewers, you may have noticed that the World Health Organization also added hydrogen peroxide in this recipe. Now, hydrogen peroxide is not absolutely necessary to create an effective hand sanitizer. Hydrogen peroxide is used as an extra precaution during the making process. This may occur in parts of the world that don't have access to clean water or medical grade ingredients. Now, let's get started by measuring and combining our ingredients. Once all of my ingredients are mixed thoroughly, I'm going to immediately pour them into each of my spray bottles and place them into quarantine for 72 hours before they're used. This is going to allow time for any spores present in the alcohol to be destroyed. Wonderful. Now let's move on to recipe number 2. For this recipe, I will be using 5 basic ingredients: ethanol, aloe vera gel, distilled water, glycerin, and an essential oil. I also want to note that the World Health Organization and the FDA don't advise adding fragrance oils or perfumes to hand sanitizers because of possible allergic reactions. However, I know that neither myself nor any of my family members are allergic to eucalyptus, so I'll be adding about 3 or 5 drops of essential oils to my hand sanitizers. formulations for handmade hand sanitizer. And if you want to try to produce your own handmade hand sanitizer, I highly suggest you follow the guidance from the World Health Organization and the FDA. You'll need guidance on how to sterilize your equipment, how to sterilize your container that holds your final product. You'll also need guidance on how to use and store your ingredients, including alcohol. Having the right formulation for hand sanitizer is very important. However, so is the use and application for hand sanitizer. It's important to note that when used correctly, hand sanitizer can reduce and eliminate common germ pathogens. The FDA, the CDC, and the World Health Organization advise to apply a generous amount of hand sanitizer to your hand. Then rub your two hands together until your hands are completely dry. The purpose of hand sanitizer is to kill germs, not erase dirt. So if your hands are visibly dirty, the best solution for that is to use water, soap, and friction to clean your hands. Please give me a huge thumbs up if you like the video. In the event that you have to make your own handmade sanitizer, please like and subscribe if you like that content, and please hit that notification button so you can be notified anytime I post new content. And don't forget to share this video with everybody. Until next time, bye guys.